here.
For decades, the coal seams running through the mountains of Appalachia have been the lifeline of the people in these communities. The family-operated Solid Fuels in Claiborne County is one of the few active mines in the state. We got a unique opportunity to travel inside the mine and talk to the men who've spent their lives underground. Men like Fred Moore, born and raised in Bell County, Kentucky.
Straight out of high school, straight to the coal mines. That's all I've done. I mean, that's what I know.
Moore's uncle owns the mine, and just like many of the men here, it's a family tradition to mine the coal that continues to generate electricity for about 37% of the country.
That's what my family done.
But the declining coal consumption nationwide has meant a steady decline in the jobs locally. Almost all of these men hail from Eastern Kentucky. 20 years ago, 19,000 people in Eastern Kentucky were employed in the mines. Today, that number's plummeted to about 7,000.
Before, I mean, you could go out and find a job anywhere in the coal mines. The jobs are slim now. If you got one, you better do your best to try to run coal and be safe and keep it.
25-year-old John Good is a third-generation miner.
It's tough. It took me almost 8 months to find a job, you know, going around the mines every day, you know, looking and just pounding the pavement.
Many in the industry blame President Barack Obama's supposed war on coal, but the men we spoke with were hesitant to say that on camera.
I think just over-regulation probably. And then you have your bigger companies that push for the regulations, and it's just harder on the smaller operators. The more regulations you have, the bigger the expense to run a mine.
The output at this mine is about 800 raw tons of coal each day, and that's considered a small operation. But the work here at the mine has a major impact on the local economy. One job in the mine is equal to about 7 outside of it. So as jobs decline here, it has a ripple effect on the rest of the community.
It impacts every grocery store, mom pop stores. It impacts everything.
We sat down with the program director for Home, hiring our miners every day, whose main objective is to put coal miners back to work.
Finding employment at the equivalent of what they were used to making in our area is very hard because that was probably the highest paying jobs in the area.
The average miner's salary in Bell County is $881 a week compared to the average worker who makes just $555. There are coal mining jobs available in Western Kentucky, and some miners are willing to move.
If around here coal mining goes out, I might go look for coal mining somewhere else, you know, maybe out west, maybe a different country, you know, whatever, you know, just try to stay underground.
That's the sentiment we got after spending the day with these miners. Many of them love what they do, but some are also realistic and know it might not improve. Jim Adams has worked in the mines 30 years, but hopes his 2 sons take a different path.
I deferred them away from.
Why is that?
Well, as my part, I don't see a future in it.
But others hold on to hope, praying for a light at the end of the tunnel, that the coal industry will bounce back.
That's what I'd like to continue to do to feed my family. Guess it's in my blood.
On your side in Claiborne County, Alexis Zotos, 6 News Night Team.